Have you ever experienced it? That brief moment of blurriness when you look up from a book, the hesitation you feel when driving at night, as the streetlights seem to melt into a confusing haze, or that quiet, sinking feeling when you have to ask a grandchild to read the small print on a medicine bottle for you. We often dismiss these moments. We say, it is just my age. We accept it as a normal toll that life takes on us, but a quiet fear begins to grow in our hearts. The fear of not just losing our sight, but of losing our independence. The fear of becoming a burden to those we love most. My name is Haruto Inoue, and for over a century of life, and many decades as a doctor, I have listened to this fear in the voices of my patients. Today, I am here to tell you that while your concerns are valid, the belief that severe vision loss is inevitable is not the whole truth. For generations, in the small villages of Japan, we have understood that the body has a profound ability to protect itself if we only give it the right tools, and modern science is now confirming this ancient wisdom. In this video, I will not give you false promises. Instead, I will share with you a scientifically supported truth. We will uncover the hidden daily habits that may be silently harming your retina. We will explore why some so-called healthy foods can make things worse. And most importantly, I will reveal a humble, little-known seed. A simple, powerful ally that can help shield your retina from the very damage that leads to blindness. This is not a miracle. It is science, it is wisdom, and it is a simple action you can take, starting tomorrow, to reclaim control over the future of your vision. Let us speak about the invisible enemy. It does not announce itself with a loud noise or sharp pain. No, it is far more subtle. It disguises itself as normal life. It begins with a feeling you know well. The tiredness in your eyes after a few hours of watching your favorite program or reading the news on a tablet. Your eyes feel heavy, sandy. You might rub them and think, I just need to rest. But I want you to see this feeling for what it truly is. It is a silent alarm. It is your eyes sending a message, a polite request for help that most of us are taught to ignore. In my practice, I once had a patient. Let us call him Mr. Tanaka. He was a retired history teacher, a brilliant man who loved reading for hours. He told me, Dr. Inoue, by evening, the words start to dance a little. I suppose it is just eye strain. He was right, it was strain. But it was also a sign of something deeper. His eyes were not just tired, they were starved. The second hiding place for this enemy is your kitchen. You may believe you are eating well, but our modern food, even the simple meals, has been stripped of the vital protectors our eyes desperately need. Nutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin, which act as the inner sunglasses for your retina, are often missing. This is where many of us fail. In Japan, there is a concept we learn, not of harsh discipline, but of mindful attention. It is the practice of listening to the body's quiet whispers before they become screams. When your eye feels tired, it is a whisper. When your vision blurs for a moment, it is a whisper. We have been conditioned to push through these signals. The secret is not to be tougher, but to be a better listener. So please, hear this with clarity and compassion. That strain you feel, that blurriness you dismiss, it is not just your age. It is a direct signal that your eyes are not receiving the nourishment they need to defend themselves. It is the first clue on the path to taking back control. And the good news is, once you learn to listen, you can begin to answer. So, we have listened to the whispers of our eyes. Now, we must understand the language they are speaking. The root cause of so much age-related decline, especially in the delicate tissues of the retina, can be described in 2 words: silent inflammation. This is not the loud, red, swollen inflammation you see after an injury. It is a quiet fire, smoldering deep within your body for years, even decades. It can manifest in ways you do not connect to your eyes at all, perhaps a stiffness in your joints in the morning, a constant feeling of fatigue, or even digestive troubles. These are all signs of the same underlying imbalance. To make it simple, I ask my patients to think of their body as a garden, and the retina as the most exquisite flower in that garden. For the flower to be healthy, the soil must be healthy. This soil is your entire body. If your body is in a state of constant, low-grade inflammation, the soil becomes toxic. The delicate blood vessels that feed your retina become damaged. The delivery of nutrients is slowed, and waste products, which can harm the retina, are not cleared away efficiently. This is why so many people make a critical mistake. They hear about a new vitamin or supplement for the eyes, and they rush to take it, thinking they are watering the flower. But if the soil itself is sick, the water cannot reach the roots. You must first heal the soil. You must calm the inflammation. In Okinawa, a place famous for its centenarians, we have a guiding principle for this. It is called Harahachi Biyu. It means, eat until you are only 80% full. This is not a diet. It is a gesture of profound wisdom. By not overwhelming your body with excess food, you reduce its inflammatory burden. You give it the space and energy to repair itself, to clean the soil. My own grandfather used to say, "A happy stomach makes for clear eyes." He understood that less is truly more. Before we can add the right things to our diet, we must first embrace this principle of gentle reduction. Calm the fire inside, and you create the perfect garden for your vision to flourish. This is perhaps the most important lesson, and for many, the most surprising. You may be diligently trying to do everything right for your health. You choose the foods labeled healthy, natural, or low fat. But what if I told you that some of these very foods could be secretly accelerating the damage to your retina? Let us begin with a common morning ritual, the healthy green juice or fruit smoothie. While it seems virtuous, most juices, especially those made from fruit, strip away the most valuable part of fiber. Without fiber to slow digestion, you are drinking a beautiful glass of sugar. This sugar causes a rapid spike in your blood glucose, which in turn fuels the silent fire of inflammation throughout your body, including in the delicate vessels of your eyes. The very drink you thought was protecting you may be contributing to the problem. Next, let us look at the oils in your pantry. For decades, we were told to use vegetable oils like corn, soybean, or sunflower oil because they were low in saturated fat. However, modern science has revealed a dangerous imbalance. These oils are extremely high in a fatty acid called omega-6. While we need some omega-6, our modern diet provides a flood of it, with very little of its calming counterpart, omega-3. This imbalance is one of the primary drivers of chronic inflammation. It is like constantly fanning the flames of that internal fire. I remember a patient, a lovely 75-year-old woman named Mrs. Abe. She was suffering from terrible eye fatigue and blurriness. She told me, "But doctor, I am so careful. I start my day with a large glass of orange juice, and I cook everything with vegetable oil, just as I was told." My advice was simple. I asked her to swap the juice for a whole orange, and to replace the vegetable oil with a small amount of extra virgin olive oil. Within a month, she returned to my office with a light in her eyes I had not seen before. "The dancing words have stopped," she said. She had not added a miracle cure. She had simply removed the invisible enemy. We have walked through the shadows, the silent alarms, the hidden inflammation, and the surprising dietary traps. Now, let us step into the light. Let us talk about the solution. If the problem is a silent fire, then we need something to calm it. If the problem is a lack of protection, we need to build a shield. The answer does not lie in a complex chemical formula or an expensive, hard-to-find drug. It lies in one of nature's most humble and powerful gifts. The seed that science is now proving can protect your retina is the flaxseed. In Japanese, we call it Amani no Tain. For centuries, it was known for its soothing properties. Today, we understand why. First, flaxseed is the world's richest plant source of a special omega-3 fatty acid called ALA. This is the direct counterbalance to the inflammatory omega-6 oils we discussed. Think of it as the calm water that soothes the fire in your garden soil. Second, flax seeds contain powerful antioxidants called lignans. Imagine these lignans as tiny, dedicated bodyguards for the cells in your retina. They patrol your bloodstream, neutralizing the destructive particles, the cellular rust that can lead to vision loss. But knowing this is not enough. The power is in the daily practice, and I will show you a simple 2-minute ritual that unlocks the full power of this seed. Step 1. You must grind the seeds. A whole flax seed will simply pass through your body, its treasures locked inside. Grinding them in a simple coffee grinder or blender for a few seconds breaks them open. Do this in small batches and store the ground seeds in your refrigerator. Step 2. The dose is simple. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed per day. Step 3. The ritual. In the morning, simply stir your portion into a small glass of water or tea. You can sprinkle it over your oatmeal, mix it into yogurt, or add it to a vegetable soup. The taste is mild, nutty. The act is simple, but the protective effect is profound. This small habit is how you reclaim control, and it empowers you. The next time you visit your eye doctor, I want you to ask a new question. Do not just ask if your vision has changed. Ask them this: "Doctor, What is your view on the link between my diet's inflammatory potential and the long-term health of my retina? This question changes everything. You are no longer just a patient. You are an active, informed guardian of your own health, and it all begins with a single, powerful spoonful. We have talked about seeds, about inflammation, about science. But now, we must speak about the heart of the matter, because this journey we are on together. It has never truly been about just protecting your eyes. It is about protecting a way of life. The simple ritual of adding a spoonful of flaxseed to your morning is not just a health tactic. It is a declaration. It is a vote for your own independence. What are we truly fighting for? It is not merely the ability to see. It is the ability to experience. This is not about avoiding blindness. It is about having the unwavering clarity to read a bedtime story to your grandchild and to see the magic ignite in their eyes. It is about recognizing the face of a dear friend from across a crowded room and sharing a smile that says, "I see you. I am still here." There is a connection that few doctors speak of. The sacred link between what your eyes can see and how sharp your mind can stay. When our world becomes blurry and uncertain, we hesitate. We engage less. We stay home more. And this slow withdrawal from life can dim our minds as well. Protecting your vision is an act of protecting your connection to the world and to your own sharp thoughts. It is about the quiet dignity of being able to walk through your home without the fear of falling, of driving yourself to the market, of living in your own home on your own terms. This is the freedom we all cherish. And clear, confident vision is the foundation upon which that freedom is built. In Japan, we have a concept called ikigai. It means your reason for being, your purpose, that beautiful thing that makes you want to get out of bed every single morning. Your family, your garden, your passions, your curiosity. Whatever your ikigai is, it deserves to be seen. It deserves to be lived with clarity and joy. Caring for your eyes is not a chore. It is an act of honoring your own purpose. Today, we have traveled a long path together. We started with a common fear, but we are ending with a shared hope. The most important lesson I hope you take from our time together is this: you have more control over the health of your eyes than you have been led to believe. Fading vision is not a mandatory sentence of aging. It is often the result of small, daily habits that, once illuminated, can be changed. You do not need a radical overhaul of your life. You do not need to chase expensive, complicated solutions. Your new journey can begin with a simple step. Tomorrow morning, when you wake, I invite you to begin the 2-minute ritual of the ground flaxseed. Let that small act be a promise to yourself, a promise of renewed control, of self-care, and of a future you wish to see clearly. The power to protect your independence and your dignity is already in your hands. It is in the small, wise choices you make every single day. The future is not a place to be feared. It is a landscape to be seen with clarity, with purpose, and with peace in your heart. You are not alone on this path. We are a community of people who choose to age with strength and grace. I have a question for you. What is one beautiful sight you are grateful for having seen today? It could be the color of the morning sky, the smile of a loved one, or a flower in your garden. Please share your moment of gratitude in the comments below. Your words will become a part of our shared strength and will inspire others. Thank you for trusting me with your time. If you found wisdom and hope in our conversation, I invite you to subscribe and continue this journey of longevity with us.